Merry Christmas, guys. Christmas is about spending time with family and friends. It's about creating happy memories that will last a lifetime. So I decided to make special video, Best Roasts of 2019. Even though I said I will make special video when we reach 5 million subs, but you guys deserve it. Please remember to kiss your father on lips and whisper to mother's ear that you love her while she is sitting on the toilet. And of course leave a like and subscribe. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Nobody can hurt my feelings. Go for it. Your belt looks exhausted. Santa Claus. Crease Pringles. Saint Nevis Nicholas. Took the Christ out of Christmas and just added more mass. Roasting Santa before Christmas, yeah, good try. I'm not stupid, I'm not going on the naughty list. Your edit history indicates you're already on the naughty list. Santa checks that. Oh shit. Unlike you, Santa comes once a year. I guess they stopped running background checks on more Santas. Those gloves will be in an evidence bag on December 26th. 3.2 million karma and accepted to Harvard, but never kissed a girl. Roast me. Your dork knob is going to wear fewer socks than Oscar Pistorius. Though his own socks will have more holes blasted through them than Pistorius' bathroom door. How did this guy's sperm cross the road? He put on the wrong sock. Crunch crunch. You look like the guy who does his mate's math homework while he makes out with your crush. A haircut by someone other than your mom may help with that virginity issue. I can see the future. May 16th, 2023. 7.4 million karma and graduated from Harvard, but never kissed a girl. Roast me. Never kissed a girl? Try telling her about your karma points and admission certificate next time. Try it? That's his main move. Should I approach her with the left foot first or the right foot? I appreciate that your chin has a decrest built in. Makes teabagging much more efficient. I thought that was a scrotum rest on his chin. All depends on how you like your tea. Expecto ascratum. Harry Potter and the Virgin's Curse. Harry Potter kissed a girl and had friends. Oh fuck, you're right. Look at one of those maps behind you. Point your finger at a random spot. Magically, the panties of all the girls in that spot dry up immediately. 46 years old, works at a bank, no savings, don't own a home, no retirement, but I drive a Bentley and smoke bong hits on the toilet. Give me your best shot. You seem awful cocky for a chauffeur. You be back. Retirement is for people planning to live that long. Anyone who owns a Bentley in a neighborhood where you need to bar the windows is either looking to get robbed and murdered or a drug dealer, and this dude's life is too depressing for him to be a drug dealer. You are the same as your most valuable asset, depreciating quickly. Jonah over the hill. You look like a concept character for Trailer Park Boys that didn't make the cut. You have more in your belly than you do in your bank account. Try switching to cocaine. That way you don't look 33 weeks pregnant. I can't completely criticize your life choices. I mean, as irresponsible as they seem, there's something I can't help but admire. However, deciding to have a baby at 46 in your situation, too far. How far along are you anyway? Looks like 6 months at least judging from your belly. Right, you're planning on delivering it in the Bentley. I roasted this baby picture my mom printed on Christmas thinking it was my uncle. Turns out, it's me. Turn the grill up please. Well, we now know at least one kid who wasn't molested. Can confirm. Who the fuck gets born with a receding hairline? Sideshow Bob's a legitimate child. Your baby picture says 80-year-old Asian grandpa, but your current look says lady bodybuilder. Smart move growing out your hair to cover up that 5 head. You could play an IMAX on that thing. Holy fuck, someone left Carrot Top in the sun too long. That baby is 80 years old and 8 months old at the same time. I'm the real Slim Shady, but I can't stand up. Knees broke, arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already, his legs are spaghetti. Is your barber disabled too? We are going to hell for laughing at your comment, but at least we will laugh the whole way there. At least we can go the whole way there. Your eyes are jealous at your feet, because they are together all the time. His eye is as lazy as his legs. Brutal. We aren't here to give out hugs. Neither was his mother. It looks like your chances of growing old are the real slim/shady. I came to roast, but left in tears. Marker paralyzed. I didn't know you needed working legs to get your hair cut. Washed. Walked right into that one. Pretty cocky smile for a guy who is defeated by stairs. I'd roast you, but I'd feel bad. After all, you can't stand up for yourself. I prefer to boil my vegetables rather than roast them. Ruin me. Your face says daddy didn't love me enough, but your nipple rings and knuckle tattoos say daddy loved me a little too much. Your Reddit history is nothing but pictures of plants and dogs. Two things guaranteed to never leave you. And if the dog figures out how the dork knob works, that good boy's gone. She also posts on r/miscarriage. So there is at least one thing that left. Damn, the sub is called r/roast, not r/ my whole fucking life. Well, of course it isn't. She's not the one who was miscarried. This is how attractive Paris Hilton would be if she was broke. Paris, Texas Hilton. Paris Holiday Inn. You look like you don't get paid for the porn you make. Doing it for the exposure. Looks like it's working. She looks like she's been exposed to as many diseases as a gas station bathroom. She gets pumped more in a month than a typical gas pump does in 3. Nipple rings, knuckle tattoos, blackmail Polish, and what appears to be a suspiciously large bottle of Lubriderm on the counter behind you. If I shared a picture of the national flags of Kyrgyzstan, Tonga, Albania, China, Morocco, Singapore, Switzerland and the Isle of Man, there would still be fewer red flags in that image than in this one. You look like you are in between filming scenes of Getting Ruined. Darby, Barbie's lesser known sister. Your first words were sugar dada. You probably think you have a modeling career/influencer potential in your future, and you want to fill the void in your life by posting your nipple piercings on one of the thirstiest websites ever, so that you can try to get a little spark of fame, but in reality you're nothing more than a small advertisement on the back page of the weekly Daddy's Issues magazine. You can't spell advertisements without semen between the tits. You're an almost pretty enough to model, almost smart enough to go to college, almost secure enough to date a guy without blowing him first, almost brave enough to go to Planned Parenthood and get an abortion, almost good enough to make your parents proud, almost intelligent enough to give up. 26 years old, got my first vehicle I can drive by myself, living my best life. What ya got? Now both you and your girlfriend are happier with a battery powered alternative. Girlfriend wink wink. Kara. Holy fuck. Better wear a helmet on that thing. You don't want to end up in a, oh wait. But he shouldn't wear the helmet too much or it will lead to hair low. Oh, wait. It really doesn't feel right to roast a crippled man. I think I'll just walk away from this one. 24 at 340 pounds. Today I begin to be healthy. Give me some motivation. You look like if Alyankovic actually listened to his own lyrics and eat it. Wait, if you're here, then who is playing bass in your town's shitty metal band? Trust me, there's always more than one fat bassist in town. How did you get a picture of Deadpool printed on a tent? Jesus man, I bet you wouldn't suck a titty unless it was dipped in butter first. The only Deadpool I can see is your gene pool. Fingers so fat you wrote 24 instead of 44. If Tenacious D was merged into one person. You look like Junior Gorg from Fraggle Rock. I bet he's a good dungeon master though. I moved to Malta to be with my boyfriend. We bought a house together. We broke up. We still live together, and he's currently downstairs entertaining female guests. I'm sorry about all of this. Not your situation, but this picture I'm looking at. They had us in the first half, not gonna lie. Looks like that bottom tooth is trying to leave you for your boyfriend too. Every part of me is abandoning ship. The depression's still hanging on though. The captain goes down with the ship. That's rehab, not your home. The boyfriend, Malta, the female guests, all just fever dreams in her mind as she lays unconscious in her hospital bed in the rehab clinic. Damn, Sid really took a turn for the worse. You'll remember that mullered from Kim Possible. Bruh, don't do Rufus like that. Even Bill Cosby wouldn't Rufus that. But at least you still have the ring, Garlem. You're still living there? Damn it, it's time for you to phone home. Anyone that fucks you should be able to write it off on their taxes as a charitable contribution. I just turned 18, but I don't look like it. My friends call me single parent. Your face says I'm going to tell mom. His face says, I'm going to tell mom, and, go ask your mother, simultaneously. You look like the nerd from Polar Express, only more annoying. You look like you still have a crush on your mom. Stuart Little look-alike. Did we meet at the Anonymous Virgin meetup? You look like your mom just told you to clean your room and you're about to reply, I'm an adult now, I can do what I want. 19. Ginger, slept in the same bed a girl for 4 nights, but still a virgin. This dude's breakfast consists of a spruce tree and a side of acorns. He could eat an apple through a tennis racket. Bro, if your eyes were any closer together you'd be a fucking cyclops. 2 things he'll never have, sex with a woman, and depth perception. You're the human version of a naked mole rat. You look like your mother conceived you by scraping semen off of that couch behind you. Is this the result of 19 generations of inbreeding? This man is so ugly that he's managed to direct everyone's attention away from the fact that he's got his underwear on over his pants. 4 nights and still a virgin? No one told you that a dead body can't make the first move, did they? 20 and I draw anime fan art for a living. I'm begging y'all to end my life. For a living. Your parents have a really nice bathroom. You have a bright future in Bucake videos. It would take a dozen loads just to cover that forehead. I don't see why people are roasting. We should be supportive of rescue greyhounds, especially those that can poorly draw anime. Drawing hentai for horny 12-year-olds isn't a living. You already trying with that belt? Lumeo amateur, obviously this cheap choker is too flimsy. I've got the nylon rope in the back already. I am expecting her head to peel back and reveal the praying mantis waiting to eat the heads of men. Well, there goes my Asian fetish. I've never seen someone use a dog collar to cover up an Adam's apple before. You look like an underinflated overused sex doll. I'm a 33 years old teacher and I hate my job. Do your worst, Reddit. I've seen aged strippers with more light in their eyes. Because they make enough money to pay their rent. Strippers do work worth paying for. She had a bet that she wouldn't leave the school until she gets a prom date. Well, decades later, here we are. Van Halen's Hot for Teacher was not written for her. Don't worry, having a 13-year-old boy turn you down for sex isn't the end of the world. No ring on the finger, hate the job you trained years to get, and you're getting into your mid-30s. Doesn't take a psychic to see boxed wine and cats in your future. Playing a teacher in a porno doesn't make you an actual teacher. Have you ever seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? I would need that technology to erase seeing her porn from my memory. When your special needs class writes you a thank you letter, they say that they love you as a friend. Roast me harder than my Turkish family already does on the daily for being unwed at the ancient age of almost 30. The casting couch is going to be the place to build your Ottoman Empire. They're not upset that you're unwed, they're upset that everyone is getting a turn. I can tell you right now that you're gonna need to settle for unwed Turkish goat. Why would you ever wish that on the goat? We do not encourage animal cruelty on this subman. You're in my league. Message me. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll make you someone's mail order bride any day now. You're obviously not worth the 2 chickens and the 1 goat. I feel like I have cheated on my diet looking at that oily face. No, because even if we completely annihilated you with this roast, your Turkish family would spend the next 90 years refusing to acknowledge this genocide. I'm an 80-year-old professional stoner who forgets his Reddit passwords. Roast me. What's it like to play hacky sack with your balls? I can't roast you, because even if I did you'd forget about it in 10 minutes. Bro, you look like you're half Morny Wowie and half Labrador. You're so much of a pothead, even your age is 420s. They let you have internet in the retirement home? That's nice of them. No one under 50 knows if you're Cheech or Chang. The crematory will be roasting you soon enough, fam. Felt cute, might delete later. I thought Twitch thoughts were supposed to have big tits. He does. You look like you vape, but also need an inhaler. You look like Ed Sheeran fucked Kermit. He looks like the guy that watches Ed Sheeran fuck Kermit. I'm just gonna leave this here. You look like if Louis C.K. jerked off in a corner and poured water on it for a few years. You look like what I imagine the girl from the ASMR video's dad would look like. You look like something I'd draw with my left hand. The only thing more inflated than your stomach is your Twitch sub count. You look like you get a sunburn from a camera flash. Autistic female community college student who is proud to sport a unibrow. I'm not scared of your roasts. She used to have 2 eyebrows, but she shaved the top one off. What was it like discovering fire? So easy a cave woman can do it. Fuck, we've been talking about a girl this whole time. Where have you been living since Notre Dame burned down? I promise, we are more scared of you than you are of us. You look like if Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy was a female. I like chickens. I see why your parents fed you with a slingshot. Their aim must be amazing considering the fact that it must fit through the bars of her cage as well. How does someone with a unibrow so thick also have a receding hairline? Kinda gal to pass out at a frat party and wake up with more clothes on. She's got the kind of face that make Bill Cosby make sure she gets home safe. I just got dumped, gained weight and have a fuckton to study for uni. Obliterate me. It looks like another face is trying to break out of your chin. I was used to the butt chin jokes but this is a new level. Are you used to butt face jokes too? Because I just got pink eye from looking at you. When a practice girl finally realizes she's a practice girl. When a practice girl gets demoted to last call at the bar girl. How many selfie attempts did it take to hide that mountain of a nose? Over under set at 9. Why torture yourself with that necklace of a swan? You know deep inside you will always be an ugly duckling. You look like you give sad blowjobs. Thanks, now all I can imagine is her crying as she sucks you off. I'm confused how you can afford an Apple Watch but not Clearasil. At least you're still in college. Plenty of alcohol and people willing to experiment doing fucked up things. You may have gained 20 pounds, but your ex lost 150 pounds of dead weight. College girl and high school senior that decided to do long distance after a month of dating. 1 month in, destroy us like plane tickets destroyed me. One is getting destroyed in her dorm and the other is still trying to figure out what is second base. He's a power bottom. Limp bottom rather, almost got paralyzed after falling 3 stories from a pipe and breaking 2 vertebrae. You came close to feeling what she feels in bed with you. It looks like an open relationship, but only she knows that. You know it's a strong relationship when your first instinct after meeting is to get roasted instead of having sex. She looks like the kind of girl that puts no hookups on her Tinder profile, but immediately tries to fuck anyone she considers hot enough into falling in love with her. As for you man, you're the safety at best. This thread is ripping you a new one. From the looks of it, this decision to try a long distance thing was more out of a lack of options on both your parts. Her freshman 15 is the number of dudes that railed her at a house party 10 minutes after sending you a "love you, good night" text. Couldn't count the times I've banged a college girl only to hear her say "I hope my high school boyfriend doesn't find out." About a year ago you guys roasted me into oblivion. Since then I've gotten a job at a movie theater. Do it again. This is not the first time you've come back for seconds. Michael Moore please. I'm sorry to hear your neck left you for your wrist. Employee of the month, the guy who eats the leftovers, we all forgot his name. Peter Griffin, the younger years. You look like you masturbate to your own coding accomplishments. How does it feel to be the first person in the world with cankles for arms? The lengths I will go to for internet points. I can tell you're not loved because you drew a heart on your heart. Your shirt is the perfect combination of all the worst carpet patterns from the 70s. Chucky from Child's Play wore it better. You look like that overly attached girlfriend no guy wants to have. Another 32-year-old woman who dresses like a 12-year-old to relive the childhood Uncle Bill stole from her. She looks like the replacement teacher that can't get the class to quiet. Getting a bit old for the manic pixie dream girl look, aren't ya? You look like someone who has to tell everyone how much of a Harry Potter fan you are. Great value so additional. You get uglier the longer I look at you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do you guys think we can get 1 million subs by the end of the year for another special video? I believe we can do it. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe.